I've removed some of the screws so that we can get this thing apart and see what's going on. There were just a couple of screws at either end that hold this whole tray that contains the stops and the oscillator boards. I've just removed the front screws, which allows the whole thing now to just lift up and swivel on the rear screws. So that will go out the way like that. Obviously there's a few wires. Not sure this cable clip's original, but there we are. Someone's been at it before. You can see the massive circuit board in the back. That's kind of probably about 2 foot long, 2'6" maybe, and probably about the same deep. It is huge, the biggest circuit board I think I've seen. So these little fellas lift up. They were held on with one screw at the front on each side. They reveal where the fixing screws for the end of the keyboard were located, so I've removed those as well. So now that allows us to lift the keyboard up. There was one in the middle as well. You can see the block of wood there that was screwed through here, so just 3 screws. A very nice bit of wiring, quality stuff. It's all laced together, and there are just lots and lots of those switches. I don't know if you can see them on the video, how well they come out. I'll do some close-ups of them later. But they're basically just 2 little brass or possibly gold, they're black now, wires, and one crossed along or crossed over underneath. So when you press the key, it just pushes them down so they make contact with the little one underneath. There's one common bus all the way along, so one side of all the switches is connected to this wire, which runs all the way along the whole keyboard, comes out the end on that red one, and then all the others, one for each note, have got 2 wires connected to each one, an orange one and a white one, and they obviously go across to the electronics inside of the organ. So what we need to do now is look at the ones that don't work and basically figure out how we're going to clean them.